Over the last few weeks, I have been getting a ton of messages from people that have really noticed a change in me. But they've also seen a change in the way that I'm posting on social media. And they've said, "Hey, I noticed a shift in you, and you seem so happy, and you seem so at peace." And when you consider what we just chose to walk away from, it helps me to realize even more that we made the right choice for our family. It's been really refreshing to hear some women and even some men say that they've seen the change in me and that they appreciate it. And it's caused me to really look back at the last 4 years of my life and reflect. At the same time, sharing with others where I've been and what I believe is up next for the next family. It's really opened my eyes to what I truly care about. So there have been a lot of people who've asked, and I haven't been able to get on and have a coffee date with all of you. So let's just consider this our coffee talk, and let me fill you in a little bit on, where I've been and where I'm headed. And if you know anything about me, you know that during coffee dates, it can lead to me tearing up. So get ready. You've been warned. I was a Beachbody coach for 4 years. It didn't start because I was looking to build a business either. It started because of an amazing group of people that embraced me right where I was at and helped me to transform, not just physically, but transform my view of me. I joined my Fit Fam community 4 years ago because they helped me realize the girl that I saw in the mirror was enough. I was pretty enough. I was valuable enough. I was enough. And I really wanted other women to experience that same kind of confidence that I was experiencing. My passion for people combined with my love of fitness and the support of my team, it opened up a lot of doors for me. Within a year of joining my team, I was able to quit my job. A year after that, I was out earning my husband, started a college fund for our two boys, and helped buy our family our home. These weren't even the reasons I started. They were just becoming a reality for our family. Within 3 years, my team grew to over 2,000 coaches. It was fast and it was exhausting. It may have just been me, but during that time, a shift happened too. It became really less about helping the one and more about recruiting the masses. I joined because I wanted to help women see change in their body, to change their confidence, and later to change their financial situations. And as the years progressed, I noticed the biggest change. Less and less people who joined me were seeing those kind of changes. I knew that I was working harder, and so were they. But what I was doing wasn't helping them like it did for me. Women who wanted to help their families financially applied all of the trainings I offered. They dug deep into personal development. They invited anyone and everyone into every free group, paid group, specialized group, coach happy hours, everything that we offered that had once brought that success financially to me wasn't having the same effect on them. And even those I would consider successful coaches were hustling harder for much less return. And it wasn't just about finances. I was running into walls physically. My challengers weren't seeing the results that they were looking for. They were yo-yoing, they were plateauing, or some of them weren't even seeing a shift on the scale. And I honestly found myself saying things like, "But you feel better, right? You're proud of yourself, right? You're losing inches, right? Let's look for those non-scale victories." And all those things are true and good, but these were people that trusted me to coach them to the success that they were after. They shared their goals with me as their coach in hopes that I could actually help them achieve those goals. And when they stalled or weren't progressing, I didn't have any answers for them. I didn't have any resources to help them break through. And this wasn't every challenger, but seeing the major breakthroughs in people's lives were the exception and not the rule. And then there's me. I was a 2-time elite coach, a Success Club 10 legend. I earned 4 trips. I had 3 different business centers. I was in the top 200 of this great company of hundreds of thousands of coaches. None of those were the reasons that I started, but they had become the reasons that I stayed. I was killing myself, and I was pushing my team to work harder and harder so that I could maintain that status of income that I honestly grew accustomed to. And I found myself really only making time for the people in my organization that were working, and I was starting to see challengers as points and not people. I spent more time trying to think of ways to attract people to my next themed group than I did just building authentic relationships with people. When I first started 4 years ago, it was simple. Share your life, connect with people, help them find a fitness program. But over time, you had to become a brand, offer more than the next coach, and convince people that all those extra things that you were offering were what set you apart. I honestly lost myself. I lost the reason that I joined. And in 2016, I hit a plateau. Not only did I hit a plateau, I actually saw the scale going in the wrong direction. I didn't want to go there. I tried everything. I tried containers. I reached out to coaches who weren't using containers. I fasted. I tried high protein, low carb. I went back to my Fitness Pal, and nothing really seemed to be shifting in my body, and I wasn't seeing the results that I was after. And then I finally had enough of the pain in my back, and I went to see a doctor. And that doctor told me the worst news that a coach like me could hear. Absolutely no workouts. You've done this for far too long, Lindsay, and your body just can't handle it anymore. So, of course, in my mind, I'm thinking, no workouts mean no sweaty selfies. It means no challengers. It means no reasons for my followers to follow me, because workouts were my business. It was everything. It was who I was. And not to mention, for me, it was the fear that the scale was just going to continue to go in the wrong direction. So yeah, I was devastated and scared. And all of this was happening when my own personal business was starting to drop week after week. So I found myself lost. The reality hit me. I don't think I can push play like this forever. And it also kind of forced me to question, why isn't anything working anymore? How do I get healthy if I can't work out? All of this happened at the same time that my husband reactivated an old work injury during a workout, and he was in the same boat, stuck in the last year. In fact, actually, he was up 25 pounds doing the things that we knew to do every day. So when he injured himself, it landed him in bed for a week and out of work for a week. And there was a lot going on in him. That's a story for another time. But that was the final thing that put him into a pretty big, dark, deep depression around our home and in him. So obviously we had to figure out something for our health and reach out for help. So I did reach out to a family member who had a nutrition-based plan. And I told her, Jeremy and I were going to do this thing with her because we needed help and we didn't want anyone to know about it. So on December 26th of last year, we started her plan, and we both saw really amazing results. Not just physically, but emotionally as well. My husband discovered some things about himself that were life-altering, and I realized some stuff in me of things that had shifted in me. So he was so impacted that he told me, I want to help other people with this. He actually said, this isn't just about weight loss. This is about life change. I want to do this. When he said that, I was obviously torn because I saw a light in him which was familiar to me because I had that in my life 4 years ago. The impact that he had received was something that I understood. So honestly, how could I keep him from that? But I was scared. I had a large team and a large business. So I went back to what I knew for the last 4 years. I went back to my team. And he was so passionate about the direction he was headed. And he also recognized my lack of passion in me, and he did what a great husband would do, and he called me out and asked, do you truly believe in what you're doing? And that was really hard for me to answer, because when I started 4 years ago, it was fitness first, hardcore workout sessions, building endurance and muscle. I do believe in that. I do believe that fitness is important to a healthy lifestyle, but did I really think and did I believe that sweating it out was the answer to the hundreds of challengers and thousands of coaches that I had in my organization who weren't seeing the results in my groups? Here's what I did know. I was their coach, and I didn't have a lot of the answers to their questions or their inability to maintain the results that they did see. The 25 to 75 pound weight loss stories were becoming celebrated less within my team. I started to feel really great that I was like starting to work out because I wanted to have a healthy and fit body, not because I wanted to see the scale move. And no matter how exhausted I was from hustling for points each month, to find new ways to motivate my coaches, I was earning a very good, solid 6-figure income. And there were a lot of people that trusted me as their coach. So I was terrified to leave either of those, if I'm being honest. I didn't want to fail people, but I was truly exhausted. Jeremy ended up canceling his business center, and I decided to stay with Beachbody. A lot happened, and although Jeremy maintained commitments, and I really tried to move on for reasons that I'm not going to share, after about a month of attempting to move forward with my team, we were really forced to make a decision. Would I continue to hustle for the love of my team so we could collect a paycheck? I just couldn't do it. I loved my teammates. I cared about them deeply. I still do. But when it came down to it, I couldn't keep this up. I couldn't keep hustling like that. I couldn't keep trying to come up with the next big challenge group idea so I could be set apart from the rest. I couldn't keep listening to the discouragement of so many of my clients and coaches who felt stuck. To not be able to point them into the freedom that I had discovered was the answer for me. For 4 years, I shouted out loud, abs are built in the kitchen. Weight loss is 80% nutrition. You can't outwork bad eating habits. And yet when a challenger got stuck, the thing that I would tell them to do is go press play. I started this journey to help people. That was what it was all about. I wanted women to be able to look in the mirror and be confident and happy with everything that they saw. I wanted to have a way to help people find something that would last, a lifestyle that would be something that they can maintain forever. Jeremy wasn't preaching a quick fix, but he was helping to point people and help them see results, address bigger issues that would help them maintain the results that they were getting. When all was said and done, that's what I wanted. Results for people that trusted me, and a system that I knew would work if they worked it, and the resources to go when they had questions and struggles. That's what he had. So I joined him. I've done it pretty quiet for the most part. No big challenge groups, no big pushes, just real relationships and conversations with people that they're just like me. Like, I'm just stuck. There are so many of us. You're not alone. If you're stuck in your health or your finances, people want to get unstuck, and that's okay. So that's what I've been doing. I've been helping men and women get unstuck. It's been really freeing to work with people and see the joy when they're seeing the progress that they haven't maybe seen in a while. I look forward to every client call that I have, and I love the community that I'm a part of. It's been so exciting to be a part of, a community of people that are just like me. And in a short amount of time, I have been able to help a lot of women. And my mentor and coach actually shocked me the other day when she told me to slow down, because that is something that I haven't heard in a while. Slow down. She explained you can't possibly help the people, your clients, get the support that they need. So just stop and slow down, because each client needs you. That's where I want to be. I love that my leader knew what mattered to me. She knew that I was really driven to help people, and this is helping me to see the best way that I can do that. So I guess my answer to so many of you when you've asked, what are you doing? Why? And the reason why you see so much joy in my face isn't because I stopped working. It's because I am working to do what I set out to do from the very, very beginning. I'm helping people in the way, in a place right where they're at, in a way that I totally believe in. And yes, I still work out. I believe in exercise. Hey, it is 20% of that 80-20 rule that I've always taught. But the joy that you can see in me is because I don't feel the pressure to post every sweaty selfie at just the right angle, or I don't feel the need to post everything that I'm eating, every single meal. I'm just living my life out loud, and I'm very, very proud of where God has taken us and what is up next for the next family. I hope you hear my heart in this. I don't regret for 1 minute my last 4 years as a Beachbody coach. I love the relationships I built and all of the memories that I made, but I am insanely grateful to be in the place that I'm at today. It's not perfect. I am making progress, and that's all that it's about, right? It's continued progress in the right direction, not perfection. Thanks for watching.